Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes.
And this is the most I've spoke all day. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold allergy. I don't know what the hell this was, but I lost my voice entirely. And now this is what I have back so far.
Yeah, Friday was totally gone. Basically, we did the show on Thursday, and then Friday was like,
all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need like a whiteboard to write them.
I need one of those, like on the pit. I need to get the digital speak and spell thing.
Oh, yeah.
What they were using.
Speak and spell.
But yeah, no, I'm feeling, I'd say 75-80% better.
Okay.
So we'll see. Next 20% hopefully will come overnight, and I should probably go to work tomorrow. Work. Gotta pay the bills.
Sunday, the scaries just come real quick. It's not just the scaries, the Sundays is like, bam. It's like we're having breakfast one moment, and then like we're doing Atlanta. And like, where do these hours go? And not that we were doing a bunch, we were just chilling at home, but it just seems like, where did the Sunday go?
Well, my problem is
I get anxious about the coming day. My
problem has been that I lost so much of my weekend to sleeping and feeling well. Like, I just want to have like a day to chill out. And today was kind of that. But, when you don't want to be upright most of the day, then it kind of ruins your time off. But anyway, here we are.
Yeah.
So
it was also nice just to be, just like hanging, and it was very low key. Although we had like plans to do things, I think it's fine. Yeah. We
watched a lot of movies, caught up on a lot of TV.
Yes.
It was very, very nice.
It was good.
I was very happy.
Yeah.
If you are just finding us, we are two husbands, each other's husbands, and we watch The Real Housewives and we talk about it. So please like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star review. And, find us on social media, TikTok at Husbands Watching. Facebook is doing extremely well for us. Husbands Watching Housewives. And, of course, Instagram, same things.
Yes.
Thank you so much. But on to Atlanta.
But I'm like, K. Michelle, we are not on Twitter that often.
Oh, no, we are not.
If at all, really.
No, I think our account got suspended because they thought our clips were phony.
Oh.
Fake, which I didn't bother appealing because is Twitter really a thing?
A little bit of a cesspool.
Yeah, it kind of is. So
get off Twitter, Kay.
Yeah. Also, I really don't know how to use it, so no, I'm kidding. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
So, but this episode of Atlanta,
jam-packed, like so many things.
This episode of reality is what I was about to say.
Episode of reality, and then we got the cat just running around like a fool.
There was a lot going on, and it's the third episode of the season, right?
A lot of individual scenes.
Yeah.
Not a lot of group scenes, just like a lot of individual scenes. Which, sorry,
no, you're good.
My notes.
I mean, we kind of pick up where we left off last week.
With Kay recovering.
With Kay recovering in the hospital. Yeah.
Again, I think commendable that she is just, this is me in the hospital. Could have, told production, I need some time off. I'm going through a medical issue. But, she was just like, this is what happened. And here we go.
I mean, she did have Glam come to her hospital room and do her up before she left.
Well, the fact that she went from there to that scene with Porsha and Phaedra and Cynthia at the nail, I would be like, I just got out of the literally, she left the hospital and went right to a scene. That's pretty. A lot of other housewives have been like, I'm out of commission for a week.
Right.
Check you later. But she was like, nope, here I go.
Well, she's so new to it, so maybe she wanted to,
But not new to reality because she did Love and Hip Hop.
True.
So. She didn't even have like a donut to sit on.
Well, I mean, that's what made me think that maybe, wherever the issue was might have been technically her ass, but maybe the sides of her ass or something.
Right, where the injections were, not like the full-on seated part.
Or there's a drain somewhere that, is in there that's, not necessarily on the seated part. I'm sure she would have been like, hey, doc, is it cool if I sit down and drink, and start drinking tequila?
Yes.
She had drinks, too, so soon after the procedure as well.
Seriously.
I'm sure she was all cleared and good to go.
I want to know, because it seems from her point of view that she told Porsha, the girls were checking on her from like Porsha, Shamea, Phaedra, whatever, and she's saying that like Porsha knew what was going on. So when she rolls up there and Porsha was like, was it a miscarriage? I too was taken aback of, don't you know it's what's been going on with her
right.
injections in the butt situation? So I don't know where she got miscarriage from. And I understand why Kay was annoyed. You didn't like the fact that Kay didn't say anything right there in the scene.
Well, because Kay, so Porsha said miscarriage, and then Kay was like, hold up. They did the weird little editing, pause thing.
Yeah.
And then they cut to Kay's confessional saying, that's inappropriate and completely uncalled for.
Called her a dingbat.
Right. And then like, then it resumes with her being like, pretty much, what are you talking about? And like, oh, no, it's all,
laughing it off.
Yeah, laughing it off. And so, I don't know, like, if you're going to be that upset about it, why would you laugh it off in the moment? And because, I mean, Kay has that personality where she could have easily just been like, dressed her down a little bit right then and there.
But I think,
and been said like, girl, you know what I'm doing to get pregnant, and how dare, why would you say I had a miscarriage? And could have just said that there, and shrugged it off.
Well, it could be, as she's saying to Porsha at the end, she's tried not to crash out, because I think she did a lot of that on Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she was like, let me give her the benefit of the doubt and just keep on with the scene. But I think when you go back home and you talk to other people about it and you get really pissed off and then you start tweeting about it and calling this woman a bimbo, then you get hyped up. And then she had that scene with Cynthia and Pinky, and then so I think she just got progressively mad. So she let it go in the scene and then had time to really reflect and get angry about it.
I like that when she tells Porsha, I'm from the South, or whoever she was telling, I'm from the South. We don't say bitches, we say bimbos. And I want to be like, y'all are all from the South. Like, what part of the South are you from that they're not? Like,
that you're not calling her a bitch.
Right. It's just such weird. I think she said that to. Was that just in a confessional, or did she say that to Cynthia?
Maybe there's a lot of scenes.
Oh, okay, there was a lot of scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting because she's like, we don't call people bitches, we call them bimbos. And it's just like, well, you're all from the South. But I know there's different parts of the South and, all that.
But still.
There was something on social media recently, I want to say on TikTok, where it was Californians, like what they consider the South.
Uh-huh.
And they basically had the whole swath of like Texas East, as being the South, and that opened a whole lot of debate about like Texas isn't technically the South, it's Texas.
I was about to say Texas is its own thing to me. Its own like almost country. So the South to me, like deep South, is more Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, etc.
And then Florida gets its own designation.
True, that as well.
But Tennessee and Kentucky got to be in there somewhere.
No, I
Arkansas.
I consider those like deep South as well. But like Florida is its own entity and Texas is its own entity for me.
The funny part is that everyone was getting all up in arms because, whoever made this map said that like Nebraska and Oklahoma were part of the South and Kansas. And I was like, I get that they're not, but they kind of have that vibe. Like they're definitely, they're definitely
Oklahoma feels like it is, but it's not.
Ultimately, a lot of the comments generated into you're just pretty much trying to say wherever there's rednecks is the South.
Right. Or people like you don't understand.
Right. Which
South.
I was like, that's kind of fair. I mean.
But you could have like rednecks in California. Yeah, We've seen them.
That's true. But anyway, I digress. There are definitely different parts of the South.
Yes.
Because Virginia, that's the South.
Or Missouri.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Missouri's Midwest.
Missouri?
So is Kansas.
I wouldn't consider, Kansas is Midwest. That's not South.
Missouri's not South either. That's Midwest. Yeah. Okay. But anyway. We're not here for a geography lesson.
No, because I should not be the one to give it.
So we had a lot of Drew.
Well, before we get to Drew, basically it was, aside from the miscarriage thing, they were just, Kelly wasn't in this episode at all.
Oh, she wasn't.
Except for flashbacks. We got like Porsha talking about Kelly.
Right.
But Kelly was not in the episode.
And they showed her kind of like at the opening again and like receiving the flowers.
Right. And the whole broken woman thing, which was, So okay.
Oh, interesting.
So we had that. Then I think it went to Drew and Angela, which I thought was like kind of, I like the Angela part, but the Drew part, it's just, Drew is a little hokey to me.
Yeah.
And let's sum up Drew. There's the Angela scene where she talks about Black, and there's a dinner where she like has a date with Black, and it just seems so unbelievable and fake.
And like this whole like we're just friends, and like, when he's asking like, well, are we friends with benefits? She's like, no, we're just friends.
Not even that. I think just like the whole thing about like, I don't think you have any interest in going anywhere with this man, any sort of romantic perspective, but you need to fill your time and have some sort of story.
Right.
So you brought him down to like, for this dinky little scene at a hookah bar. Like, who's still doing hookah in 2026?
I don't know. Maybe it's big in Atlanta.
Let me ask my sister about that.
We should ask some people about that. I'm going to call her out on her wig. That wig looks like someone who had dark hair, tried to bleach it and didn't tone it properly, and it just came out bad.
Orange.
I know that because I've done that to my own
Yes.
damn hair. So I don't know why you'd want that to be your look.
Like she's trying to be peach, like Atlanta, like or something. I don't know.
Another wig, that other look we see her in that red dress, she's wearing kind of a peachy pink wig, and I think that's more peachy than the
No, that's
first
more
thing.
blonde. That's a good wig.
It's a better wig.
Yeah, there's another peachy wig, a very long one that she's wearing in her other confessional. Regardless, like her face is amazing. Everything else sucks.
Yeah.
Like her hair is never great.
Styling and clothes are
Yeah.
hit or miss.
Yeah, like it just her clothes look so cheap, and like you are better than this outfit. I don't understand why you can't like put something together that doesn't look like you're like middle-aged Kelly Bundy.
Does divorce has her on a budget? Probably what it is.
The budget is in hell.
Yeah.
Okay, the budget is in straight up
the
hell.
lower level. It's in the basement.
Lower level.
It's called Ralph. It's the budget.
Ralph's cutting up her clothes.
Exactly.
That's why her skirts are so short.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't buy it at all. I don't really. Yeah, her.
The whole thing, you could have taken Drew out of this episode altogether, like Kelly, and there would be no impact.
Yeah.
I mean, Angela needed to talk to you about her whole real estate thing, but she could have done that with
She
her
got
sister.
that with her daughter.
With her daughter.
Yeah.
I liked better with the scene with her daughter.
Yeah, at the Spider House.
Yeah.
It was crazy seeing them like show the 3 houses that went into foreclosure, and we forgot about
I forgot her mom dying.
That's just sad.
Yes.
But they show the 3 houses that went into foreclosure, and they were so expensive. And they show this other one, this new one that's $159,000, and I'm like, where do you get real estate in Atlanta for $159,000? It had to be in the middle of nowhere, Georgia.
It must have been.
It must have been. And I know she's going to flip it around and everything, but damn, those were a lot of spiders.
There's potential there, I think, because it's a kind of a blank canvas.
Yeah.
Once you put the spiders aside. But, yeah, it's just...
Yeah, it's definitely she's reaching for lower hanging fruit, and good for her. Like she says, she slams the door and says, "Damn it!" to her. But it's the least believable sort of like pissed offness ever I've seen on one of these shows. But she just wants a win. And she, even if she makes $1 off of it, that'll be fine too.
Yeah, I think it's starting smaller rather than trying to like flip a mansion,
right?
Flip a little rinky-dink house.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was, with my recent ambition to buy a house cheap and fix it up.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I should take a lesson from Angela Oakley. Start
there
small.
You go.
I don't need a 2,600 square foot 6-bedroom house as my first reno flip.
No.
Or, just renovation to live in. But would have been nice. I still dream.
You never know.
Anyway, well, I gotta talk to some friends about that.
Yes.
But so that was the gist of Angela's story.
Yeah, Angela and Drew. And then
we got
Pinky.
Pinky going to her attorney.
Talk about her bankruptcy.
Which
another person between Kay and Pinky, it's so easy these days for a housewife to lie or just to
not mention it,
or not mention things, hide things, like say, oh, look over here, production, don't look over there. So the fact that she's like, I am filing for bankruptcy, I'm in a really bad place, I have all this debt, I have these lawsuits, and it sucks because I totally get what she's saying. As a Black woman, you can't make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've gotten to this place in business and you're up here and you have to maintain that because people don't give you a lot of grace.
Well, that, and there's such a smaller pool. Like, so she's one of the most successful Black entrepreneurs.
Right.
And so
you have to be perfect.
You're in the magnifying glass already, so that if you screw something up, like, you're already under scrutiny. So
and it's like, oh, see, there you go. She can't make it. Black women can't do this. And
it's not like you're going to slip under the radar or anything.
Right.
The things she mentioned are real, though. Like, having worked around the restaurant industry, like, you have to pay, you can't just show like fights and things. You can't just show football games. You have to have licenses for all that.
Yeah.
It seems so ridiculous because, you have to imagine if you were just like a mom and pop bar and you happened to put on the fight and you weren't advertising or anything, like, yeah, they could still come after you, but they know that, like, you're a mom and pop bar. You don't have any money to give. But someone like her, who's part of this company, that they have clearly millions of dollars behind them, that's when they'll come after you and just be like, oh, you need to pay up now. So a $200,000 lawsuit, for showing a UFC fight is what it sounded like.
Yeah.
And then I forget what she said, the liquor license situation.
Yeah.
And that's, sounded like to her, and liquor licenses are a racket too. And so, like, I just feel bad for her, but there's just so many weird technicalities that, come into play when you're in, a big business like that. So it's sad to see, but at the same time, like, that's I think if you're a big restaurant organization, you know that this is all stuff you got to figure out.
Yeah, I think she was working with people who weren't the best and just went down the wrong path.
Yeah. Well, the liquor license thing, the way she explained it, sounded like a little bit of a technicality, that like she was operating on their liquor license.
Right.
And so they wanted all the sales that they made. So that is kind of BS if they waited a year to tell her and like, oh, well, all the money you made in this year, it's our money because you were using our liquor license, which I still don't even think would be legal, but I don't know.
That's shitty.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to.
No, I think that's really interesting.
A little bit of work that I know, little things I do with my work that I'm like, oh, I can speak to that.
It's interesting that like she's telling everyone about the bankruptcy except for her husband.
Right.
I mean, thankfully we see it in the next week's episode, but it's just so funny to be on a show with, like this is your story, and yet you're not telling him.
You may not have been listening because the cat was about to jump off the ledge up here. She did say like they get so rarely do they have time without the kids, and so on their date she didn't want to ruin the date.
I heard that part. Yeah.
So it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, but eventually, I hope she told him next day. It wasn't like a
week later or something, or when the
BT Dubs.
Yeah. By the way, the bankruptcy attorney might call. Well, the name of the bankruptcy attorney, it was something. I had a joke at the time we were watching it, but I forget what it was. I can't remember the name of the attorney now. It wasn't Maximilian Powers or whatever.
That was
Shamea's rum company.
Yes, let's go the whole Shamea thing.
Okay.
So I get it, you want something of your own, but this rum thing, the fact that Gerald is just citing it so bad, it just seems. Maybe something better, maybe real estate like Angela, or maybe something that doesn't require like to be done in another country where you can't,
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Where you can't, sorry.
Hey, watch where you're putting your hands, buddy. I'm a married man.
And you're operating a business that's not in the country that you currently live in.
Yeah, but a lot of rum is imported though. So I mean,
but I think for your first thing,
maybe
and the fact the whole the peach thing, it just seems like there's a simple way of doing this that she could, not be so challenged.
I agree. I felt for her when they showed Gerald on the call and like asking all the like just very simple questions and like them being a little uncomfortable or him being uncomfortable with the answers. Yeah, just like this just seems like.
I think she just thought like I'm going to do this. It's great. Put my name on it. People love rum. Bam! I can promote it on the show. And it's not always that easy, especially it's your first thing.
And I got a cool name for it called Rum Bum.
I said, like, she is not beating these corny accusations and stuff like that. Like, I like Shamea a lot, but she can be a little corny.
Yeah.
And just laughing at her own joke with yet another. How many confessionals is this woman going to turn out? Like, she has more confessionals than all the other women put together right now. And it's only episode 3.
Do you think the editors are a little irritated with that? They're like, oh, goddamn, we're not going to be able to, like, piece together. Maybe she did that on purpose to make sure they didn't Frankenbite her too hard.
Well, it's just so funny because, I remember Tamara and Teddy were talking about how Kyle's in that one suit confessional throughout the entire season. And Tamara was saying it must be that she said like all the good things in that one outfit. So they didn't show her any other outfits. So is it that Shamea just doesn't say a lot of good
stuff? Or it could be.
Yeah, it's like picking. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah. It's just a lot of outfits and not the best lighting. Again.
No, I'm everyone's confessional. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, everyone just seems muted. I don't know if they like recorded everyone's confessionals and realized, oh shit, we forgot to turn on an extra light. But, like, no one has any like glimmer or shine to their face.
Key light?
I don't know what lighting is. I mean, I barely know how to make these lights work, but like everyone looks like they're just under some weird filter, and it doesn't look good at all, especially when they look better out at restaurants.
Yes.
I mean, the footage of Kay in the hospital done with her own camera looked better than a lot of the confessionals.
Yeah.
And I really hope that someone brings that up. Like, I don't know how they could screw that up so bad because it really makes everyone look really, really bad. And especially when you're filming black women, like you can't. that just filming them, you have to have the lighting right.
Right.
It's just, it's
like Shamea is a beautiful woman, but she looks like she's in a cave.
Yeah.
In like some of those shots.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Who else do we have?
So Pinky.
Yeah, Pinky and
K. Michelle go out to lunch
with Cynthia,
and just to talk shit.
Yes. No, I'm just glad. What I'm laughing about is I'm glad that was it Pinky who was like, and does Phaedra do anything other than laugh? Does she just giggle the whole time? No, that was
Kay.
Yeah.
She's like, what's up with Phaedra? Like she's just like laughing. Like in a weird way.
And they show her at the nail salon doing her whole like laugh with her tongue out like
like Phaedra's like is the queen of like weird faces.
Yeah.
Like she is like slightly on the corny spectrum as well.
Oh, for sure. Did Phaedra have anything this episode other than showing up for the nail salon?
She has no story yet. It's episode 3. What's the story?
I mean, Cynthia seems to have more story, you know?
Cynthia has more going on, and like I so far I'm enjoying her more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it that she thought, oh, I'll have this lunch with the newbies. And like, as the elder stateswoman, I'll, give some wisdom. And it turned into like, I don't like Porsha. She's a bimbo. I don't like Phaedra. She eats dead people. She said that I eat meat. Which,
right.
Why is Phaedra saying that Pinky eats meat? But she's a known vegan. That's like her thing.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That's weird.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that Cynthia was very diplomatic, as we would expect her to be, and say like, I can't imagine that Porsha would,
She misspoke.
Yeah, and I like that she defended her.
So. Yeah.
But that really, I mean, does that just get us down to the point where Porsha meets up with Kay?
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think. They hashed out pretty easily, Porsha.
Yeah, what was teased is going to be this big drama.
I thought it wasn't going to be a big drama because, I think it's funny because Porsha basically said, I didn't know. And it's like, and Kay was looking at her like, you knew. Like, the look on Kay's face was, you knew what was going on. You knew it was the injections thing. For you to bring up a miscarriage, knowing how I want to have a kid, and so casually say it, too. It was... I don't think she's doing it to hurt Kay, but she did say it as very matter of fact. Oh, was it a miscarriage? Was this a miscarriage?
Right.
And it's like it could have been softened some more.
I mean, I guess it comes down to if Porsha had said something like that and someone said to her, was it a miscarriage? Porsha might have just been like, no, it wasn't a miscarriage. And Porsha doesn't think a big thing about it. And it's just that they have different sensibilities.
Yeah.
Like Kay's definitely, as far as that goes, like that's a personal thing. And like, why would you what if I had said yes? Like, did you really want me to bring that,
at the nail salon?
Nail salon in front of everyone on camera necessarily? Like maybe the first time, maybe don't bring it up on camera.
Right.
Or don't.
Don't interrupt her. Let her say what she's saying. And so miscarriage? You could have just Kay, she's telling her story. And they just need to be quiet and let her tell her story.
But I mean, I get it. I've gotten in hot water because I've talked to people about things that I don't think are a big deal at all in my life that have happened to me. But for them, it's a very personal thing, and that's not something that they necessarily wanted to go into or they wanted to talk about with the other people in the room.
But it's also weird because Porsha, as she said, has had miscarriages. So, there was just, it could have been, again, softened.
But Porsha definitely talks about her miscarriages in a way that when she shares what her experience, it helps others. So she's very much of that, I don't, I have any problem talking about it. Whereas definitely Kay is saying if I had a miscarriage, I don't think I'd want to be talking about it, especially with you people that I just met. Perhaps,
right. But also again, Kay was you knew. So it's just, I like that they were able to I think Kate said, let's patch this up, let's move forward, but I'm keeping my eye on you because, fool me once.
Yeah, and her weird fembot disco titty dress. I mean, I like
cowboy.
I like the dress for sure, but every time I'm disco ball titties, I'm just yeah.
Disco titty ball.
It's so good, so good. The only other thing that I remember from this episode was when they're at the nail salon.
Hot Pocket.
Oh. The fact that Cynthia's what's a hot pocket?
What else could it be?
Yeah.
Your butt?
Yeah, especially in the context that they're talking about. Yeah. Come on. No, I wish that I was a paint your nails kind of guy or even toes because I love when I've gotten pedicures, I love the wall of nail polish.
Yeah.
And just they had that huge long wall of nail polish and like it's all like pretty colors along the wall. Like I think that's so I don't know, it's so great. All the different colors you can have, but I'm not a paint your nails guy.
I'm not either. I've never had a manicure or a pedicure.
Well, I bite my fingernails, so a manicure would be wasted on me. But a pedicure, I used to get them all the time in the city, but I got to find a place around.
I cannot bite my nails. I told you this. I can't bite them anymore because my teeth are too sensitive from the Invisalign. So I can't bite down. So I have to like clip my nails like a normal person. Not that you're not normal.
I'm not normal.
So I can't bite them anymore.
I think maybe I need to get Invisalign, so I'll stop biting mine.
It really I haven't bit my nails since I got it because it just hurts too much to try to like crunch down and yeah.
Yeah, I got a little deep on one of mine in the car the other day. I thought I was going to start bleeding. Yeah, it's a nasty habit, but man, if my fingernails grow past, it
feels gross to me. Like when I look down, if I see them like hovering above.
Yeah, if they go past my fingertip, I don't want
it. Creeps me out. I don't like it.
So,
it's like a not burial ground. It's just like not a burial ground, but
what, a burial ground?
Not a burial ground, but it's
graveyard.
Like, not a graveyard. It's like dirt and gross and germs. It's like a
breeding ground.
Breeding ground, not burial ground. Breeding ground. I'm making sure we hit everybody. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, we got everyone.
We got all the points.
Yeah, I mean they had so many scenes, but we could boil them down to what are we, less than 30 minutes now? So yeah. My main takeaway from this episode was that I really like the newbies of K. Michelle and Pinky. Yeah,
I like they're giving a lot and they're being very straightforward, and they're both funny and entertaining. And I look forward to their scenes.
Yes, I like that.
Yes.
On that note, should we talk about it next time?
Until next time.